It's good to see you again. Say something. You're making this awkward.
Hi, everybody.
By the way, follow us on Instagram. My name is @LeonBMusic, leon.b.music. No.
It's Johanna_Scarda.
So we'll put it in the video so that you can. I had posted on my Instagram to ask us questions and stuff, and some people actually had some good questions, but there were probably 2 or 3 that we noticed that we said, it's a little bit too long of a story. So the first question is, how did we meet? I'll let Johanna tell the story because from her perspective, and then from the pain that she experienced. Go ahead, baby.
There she was minding her business. I was at church and I went over to my friend to just say hi to her.
This is not the church I work at, by the way.
Yeah, it's different. This happened to be a friend that Leon was taking on a date the next day. So this guy walks up to me and he's like, "Is your name Jenna?" And so then he continued to tell me the story of who that person was, and it wasn't like necessarily a positive thing. That's not me. So, but we started talking. He started telling me what he did and everything, and then he proceeded to take my friend on a date the next day. Then we just kind of bumped into each other a few other times at different parties, and then Blaze, he was there with a friend. I knew his friend better, so I went over to say hi, and then I just minded my business and walked away. I had already thought he was cute, and I had asked one of my friends about him, and they had told me that he was in a relationship. So while we were in Blaze, my mom was like, "Oh, he's good looking, what about him?" And I was like, "Oh, he has a girlfriend." I sent like the laughing emoji on one of his stories, and then we just kind of started talking.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, I mean, the rest is history.
Oh, wow, okay. All right, okay. So here's what happened. Yes, the correct detail was I was taking her friend out on a date the next day, and I did walk up to her and say, "Hey, is your name Jenna?" And I explained to her why. She said no, obviously, because she's not her. So anyway, I was like, okay, dope.
Not all white people look the same, Leon.
So I went and took her friend on a date, whatever. It literally lasted one day. It wasn't anything crazy. I did get into a relationship maybe about a month later, and that relationship lasted maybe 2 weeks, but at the very beginning of that relationship, I was sitting at Blaze, and I was sitting with my friend Willie, who she didn't name. And just because if anybody needs to ask for like
fact check.
Yeah, fact check, Carfax, Willie is the person you should ask. So we were sitting at Blaze in the booth, and I see Johanna, her mom, walking in. And I was like, "Hey, isn't that girl Johanna?" And Willie goes, "Yeah, that's her." So when they order their food, they come and talk to us and stuff. And Johanna is like proceeding to invite me to watch The Bachelor at a friend's house. Actually, the same friend.
Yeah, actually.
So she invites me, and then when she invited, I said, "Oh, hey, I think I might go." I don't know. I was in a relationship, so I wasn't even thinking about it. And she winks at me. So I was like, okay, and she walks away.
Show them what I winked like.
You did the 2-eye, I don't even know how to do it. She did.
So what you're saying is, I think he was like, "You should come to The Bachelor," like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, do it again. Yes, that. But you weren't smiling. It was more like a serious, like flirty.
I don't flirt with random men in public. I did think that he was cute, but that doesn't seem like something I would do.
It is something you do, babe. Actually, you do it to me every day. Thank you.
Okay, but you're my fiance, so it's different.
Yeah, it's different now. But what
not some random guy at a pizza place.
I wasn't random. I was never random. I'm always relevant. So yeah, so she winked at me, and when she walked away, and Willie goes, "Did you feel that?" And I was like, "I did." And then we proceeded with the conversation. We just didn't. We left it at that. So I went on like a Instagram hiatus. I was already on it by the time I met her, and I went on a youth retreat with the youth at my church in West Palm. I went back on Instagram and I saw that Johanna had added me on Instagram, so I added her back. And then maybe like the next day or something like that, my friend Jason was dancing like a freaking weirdo to Social Club Misfits. And if I have those videos, I'll probably put them.
You should put them in it just so we have them on record.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that's like a
classic.
milestone in our relationship.
It is. And so Johanna actually laughed at the video,
Jason, yeah.
and if you're on Instagram, you know once you react to the video, it goes into your DMs. So I used to make fun of her and say that she would slid in my DMs, but she didn't. She just laughed at it and it ended up in my DMs, and I actually started the conversations, right, babe?
Yeah.
A whole bunch of like other stuff happened within a matter of a week. Like I came back from the conference the next day, my phone fell and shattered on the floor in Chick-fil-A, and I didn't respond to her text for like 4 hours.
I didn't miss you that much.
You should tell them. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to tell them what you was doing when I was trying to fix my phone to get back to talking to you.
Some nice guy brought me coffee to work and was like texting me and stuff. And then he started texting me again eventually. And so then like later on that night I texted the other guy and I was like, hey, sorry, I'm interested in
because she
else.
knows the real one when the real one shows up. Let me tell y'all something. When the man of God shows up in your life, do not forsake the man of God, okay? For some little Starbucks.
Ooh, I went to Starbucks, I love barista.
Anyway, she chose the kid, right? And we were winning. So that's pretty much how we met. And that's how we started dating and stuff. I think that's the video.
It's a good first sit down video.
So
should we show him our handshake?
Yeah.
I think we should.
I love you, babe.
Love you.
Anyway, so we're gonna go. Stay tuned. We love you guys. Like and subscribe. And we're out.